All right, all right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. It's the artist Andrew speaking, and I'm live streaming. And once again, you're joining me for the Hero Hour. Of course, this is the Wednesday night show. I've sent some invites out to a few people. We'll see who's able to come. Let's see here. Make sure the volume is up. Of course, this is the Wednesday night show. And it looks like we're good. We're good. All right. Make sure. Just make sure this jack's plugged in all the way. There we go. Just make sure this jack's plugged in all the way. There we go. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, let me switch up my cameras, and we're going to start drawing in just a minute. Why isn't it letting me switch? Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, all right. So we're going to be drawing tonight, like normal. This is, I don't know how long ago I did this one, but we're going to put that one aside for now. And we're just going to start fresh on a new pad. Uh-oh, all fuzzy. Hold on a second. I might have to I might have to change my camera settings. Crap, and if I do that, it's gonna reset my camera. Oh no, where is my camera settings? There we go, you stupid thing. All right, very good, very good. Now we're back in action. Actually, oh, wait a minute. Here's Avery. Let me bring him in. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going? Oh, anything new and interesting happening on your front?
Just working on my piece for Tug's art contest.
Oh, really? Tell me. What's that about?
It's pretty obvious.
Well, I figured you'd tell me about it. That way I can tell the audience about it, because I didn't know anything about it.
It's because you don't pay attention, man.
Dude, I'm too busy working and sleeping and doing my own thing, you know? Oh, hey, D's here. Hold on a second. Let me bring D in.
Hey, what's up, D?
What's up, Mr.
Hey,
D?
what's up, guys? I'm sorry I haven't been around. Just I'm working in graveyards now.
Oh, you're working in a graveyard. What's that like?
Well, I'm sorry, graveyard shift.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
it was more exciting the other way around in the story. Let's make the working in a graveyard the actual story. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I used to do that when I worked at a credit card company. I worked third shift from like 11 o'clock to like 7 or 8 in the morning, something like that.
Yeah, that's kind of my shift right now.
Yeah, I absolutely love that job. That was one of my favorites. Gave me a lot of time to draw. Crap.
What I was working on is a piece for Tug's art contest. He's got a contest for his new Case of the Littlest Umbrella book.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to enter it. Tank Ferret's done a piece. I just finished some more illustrations for Mistwood Publishing.
Very cool.
That Legends of Frost is in demand. It got funded.
Oh, excellent, excellent. That's the role playing.
It's a novel. It's a fantasy
It's a novel, but it's a
fantasy novel.
God, what's the name of the book that you did the illustration for?
The Visual Companion.
A Visual Companion, right. For some reason, I'm thinking it's a guide. You know me. I'm horrible with words.
Yeah. I've done it. He asked for 3 more because somebody flaked on him. So.
Oh, well, I mean, good for you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not the first time I've gotten work like that, man. It happens all the time. Lots of artists flake.
Did you get any of that white? I remember you were mentioned last time I spoke to you. You were mentioning about White Wolf working with you again.
No, I haven't heard anything from them in a long time. I did some work from them, a couple of illustrations back just before the last time Andrew tried to fund Hero. I don't think I ever got paid for those.
Oh, geez. That's also something that happens pretty common too, doesn't it?
It's pretty common. That's the reason I take it very seriously when I turn something in. and I don't hear nothing about money, man. I'm at the point where I don't care anymore. It's a burnt bridge, immediate. It's happened so many times. It's just an immediate burnt bridge. I just don't care.
It kind of sucks that happens in this profession, but it does.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. You guys,
because there's always a new artist to hire, so they don't care if you're not well known, you're not famous. Burning a bridge with you, doing that to you means nothing. Because there's nothing you can really do about it.
I mean, but still, it's all that negativity, kind of, right? Like you're doing your project, and you're making a negative, I guess, bubble.
There's always someone else to do it to.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
It does not matter. There's always another hungry artist to take advantage of next. There's never a short supply.
Yeah, there's always another artist willing to do it for exposure.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that'll take advantage of you. Almost, there's not a publisher out. It tends to be individual editors or art directors and stuff that do it. But sometimes it's just the company. They just don't care. No one's going to stop them.
I was gonna say, but White Wolf's like a huge. They were like one of the biggest game.
Yeah, they're nothing. Companies. They're nothing now.
Oh,
yeah, they used to be a large game. Didn't they go into the crowdfunding model?
Everything's crowdfunded now. It's much smaller. You can't walk into every bookstore and buy their stuff.
Yeah, which means
it's not the first time I did get paid for something by them. Because one time I did something. Then by the time the check should have shown up, the art director that I did that project for was gone. There was some kind of mix-up where they had they didn't have the contract. They had nothing. And I didn't get paid.
Right.
For that job. It was a couple of $1,000s.
Oh, that definitely sucks.
Yeah, and Dean, when we say that they follow a crowdfunding model, they try to get artists to do the work before they even have the money in hand. Which means you may work for it with the promise that you're going to get paid, and then the project doesn't get funded and nobody gets paid.
Dude, it all got funded. It's just
you still didn't get paid.
Yeah, I still didn't get paid.
See, that's sad.
Well, back in the day when I used to role play a lot, White Wolf was like the second biggest role playing company back in the 90s and the 2000s.
They're full SJW now, and it's.
Oh boy.
Yeah, dude, you could go into any bookstore and find White Wolf books on the shelf. Walden Books, Books A Million, Barnes and Noble. You walked in there, you walked to the role-playing game section. There would be a bunch of their books right there. And in the early 2000s, a lot of the Vampire World of Darkness books, there was my name in there too. You can't find that shit anymore.
Yeah.
They're not there.
Wow.
What's going on in comics has been going on there too, in role-play games.
It's pretty sad, Oh, well. But at least you found some good people to work with, right?
Oh, yeah, this guy pays me immediately. And the people I did that pinup for, it's not for Sovereign Wolf, but the people doing that book, I did a pinup for one of their next projects.
Okay, very cool.
They paid me immediately. I turned something in. That dude paid me immediately. They're great.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, Avery's been around the block a few times when it comes to working for people and getting paid.
I have about 15 years in it, maybe a little more, maybe a little less.
Yeah, I've only ever done maybe 2 or 3 projects with somebody else, and I've done the for exposure projects, and then I've done the to be paid projects, and I didn't ever have any issue, but I didn't do a lot of those. I wasn't out there busting my butt looking for them or anything because I was always,
It's gonna, if you're out there doing work for hire, it's gonna happen to you.
Yeah,
it will happen. It may not be the company; it may just be that specific editor or somebody who does it to you. But it will happen.
Yeah.
There'll be a mix-up. The contract will be lost. Something will happen, and you won't get paid.
Well, Avery, I mean, I got your hardbound sketchbook, and like I was just surprised that I didn't see more of your stuff out there. You know what I mean? That was kind of surprising because it's like I said, it's just really nice, and the actual hardbound book looks great. So
I didn't like the paper, but thank you.
No, but overall, it was just nice. I'm just by looking at it, I'm surprised that you didn't get any. That you weren't working for Marvel or DC or anyone like that.
I've met people at Marvel and DC.
Well, yeah, you're Todd.
I knew Todd long before then.
Yeah.
Well,
we did the convention circuit. We went and met people, and well, some of us did. Some of us were too shy and so full of ourselves that we wouldn't even introduce ourselves to people.
The political stuff that's around today that's so bad, they were getting that ball rolling 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Early 2000s is when these people were breaking in.
Well, I hate to say it, but you almost have to like avoid the subject. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
it's not easy.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. I mean, even saying that your Comicsgate is I hate to say it, but it has a very negative connotation.
Well, I accepted all that when I came out publicly as Comicsgate.
There was a time when you could accept a job and work a job and nobody had a clue what your politics were because nobody asked, you know. But nowadays, it's like one of the very first things they ask you about. You know, they need you to pass their purity test before you do a job, and that's difficult.
That's crazy.
Andrew and I aren't famous at all, but some of these
speak for yourself, damn it.
There's a couple of these SJW pros that have been fighting with Comicsgate here and there that know who we are.
Yeah.
I remember when Avery came out. I mean, I was listening to you back then when Avery came out, and was it your editor stopped talking to you or something like that?
Oh no, that was me.
Yeah, that was the editor on the book on Hero.
Yeah, that.
Which that's fine. We had a civil conversation about it, and we kind of left it at that. But he was like, "Dude, I can't be part of the project because of what you're saying about Comicsgate or your support for Comicsgate." And I'm like, "Well, it's not what you think it is." And it's like it's his opinion was it's all about perception. It doesn't matter what you stand for or what they stand for. It's about perception. And I'm like, okay, if that's the way you feel, I understand completely. No, actually, I didn't understand completely, but I respected his decision. So, but yep, that happens.
Yep.
Oh well. On to bigger and better things, I think.
Maybe.
So, how you doing, D? How's everything going with you?
I'm still it's kind of weird. I don't know how much I want to talk about it. Maybe
no problem.
I will, but
yeah. Keep your private stuff private, man. That's actually best.
Yeah. But I'm still a little messed up. I'm doing a lot of rehab. I'm getting a lot of my mobility back, but my what do you call it? My fine motor details, especially my left hand. Thank God I'm a variety, is like all off. But I mean, I don't want to. What do you call it? I definitely don't want to talk about myself on here because.
Well, we just want to make sure you're surviving. You're doing good. At least trying and.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure, I appreciate it, and I've been listening to you guys for like years now, so I feel like I'm almost like family.
We'd rather keep you around as long as possible. So do what you got to do, and be there.
Yeah. I was. I mean, at one point about when Ethan was talking about the Comicsgate convention or whatnot before everything went crazy. I don't know if he's still talking about it, but I was thinking like, man, I can't wait to go to Florida to the convention to meet you guys.
Now I know he's mentioned it recently, but I don't think
is it still a go?
I believe so. I don't think they've made any announcements or changes or anything, but
no, they haven't made any changes. And what Ethan's talking about is some of the smaller people is instead of the big names getting paid, they're like their hotel and all that. Some of the smaller people who can't afford it is see if when they're raising the funds for the convention, if that can be included to help the smaller guys get there.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely cool.
Yeah, but you'd have to be somebody with a book.
Yeah.
Andrew, you need to. When is your book coming out again?
I'm working on it. Yeah, I actually got a lot of work done recently because I've been taking my computer into the store so that when it's slow, I have time to work on some pages and so forth. And this past weekend, at least Saturday, I didn't have a chance to sit down at the computer at all. We were busy the entire time. So, I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that. But
no lockdown where you're at in Florida.
Oh no. They've started to relax a lot of stuff. Well, we were at a 50% capacity for some places, but we're now, I think, starting Monday, we're at 100% capacity. I mean, they're moving along great. So
good.
Well, I'm at the one advantage I have is I had a lot of regulars that were coming in every week, and they've now started to come back. I mean, hell, Ahmed was there this week, and I hadn't seen him in almost 2 months. He came by, and that was great. So
I mean, my first like chat with Ahmed, like in the in the chat log or whatever, is that I was goofing on you. Sorry. And he was like defending you. Not just trying to say, I'm just joking. I'm like, oh man, I'm just joking. But he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he's crazy. I like him. Actually, I have a lot of regulars and fans that are crazy. Oh, we lost Avery, but now he's back. Hold on. We lost you, now you're back. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Whew. So what do you think?
I thought you were 100% done with Heroes. I mean, I thought it was completely completed. Hero Book 1. Okay,
I'll tell you the truth. This is the God's honest truth. Avery finished all the coloring, which is fantastic. And when he gave me the files, it gave me an opportunity to go back and fix little things. 99% of the things I'm talking about is the word balloons and the dialogue. There's things I wanted to add. There's things I wanted to change. There's some word balloons that the text was really small and the word balloon was really big. And there was a lot of places where you have to remember, I did all the lettering myself, and some of it wasn't that great. And that was probably one of the biggest complaints people who read the book, or people who were familiar with comics and read the books had, was that the word balloons were really wonky. And it gave me an opportunity to go back, redo all the word balloons, redo some of the dialogue, change some things, add some things. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing all the pre-press stuff of getting the word balloons right. And
some of the sound effects.
I haven't even touched sound effects yet. I haven't even gotten that far. But it's one of these things where there were a few little things that bugged me from the very beginning, where I just said, okay, the project's done. Let me just move on forward. But now that I've got the color files, it gives me an opportunity to go back and reconsider them and redo stuff. And what should take, literally lettering a page should take no more than 15 minutes. But I've gone back in and I found little things that I want to fix, little things I want to highlight, little things I want to change. And I'll spend 2 hours on a page. And it's just because there's things that bug the crap out of me, and it's nothing to do with the coloring. The coloring's great. That job is done, but it's me fixing little annoying.
Yeah, it's been done for a long time.
I know. It takes a while to get around to doing this thing. I got a full-time job and family and crap and store.
Oh,
so
see, you got chose to do something else.
Well, that's all right.
You found your way to it.
Well, I'm doing multiple things at the same time, so I'm allowed to do that. I can do that.
Do whatever you want.
That's right.
Avery, are you working on anything right now? Are you working on your own comic? I remember you were talking about you guys
I
working
can't.
together.
I can't work on my own comic. That's a joke. That's a
Weren't,
joke.
weren't you and Andrew working on that
There's no
sci-fi book
Yeah,
together?
Sci-fi. No.
No. There's
We were throwing out different ideas at one point, but we never. It didn't happen.
No.
So maybe one day, but right now we
Never.
we
Ever.
Okay.
Never.
I'm glad we're being defiant on that, and that's fine. That's all right. That's all right.
Because I remember you guys talking about some kind of supernatural book that Andrew worked on back in the day, and that thinking about.
Yeah, that's
he started developing ideas and then dropped it.
Yeah, I wanted to focus on Hero. So it's all right. Well, I'm very bad at doing more than one thing at one time. So he's gonna laugh because oh well, but it's okay. We'll get there. I have plans. Whether or not they ever happen, that's a whole different thing. But I have plans.
I know. I heard Kodiak on a chat mention that he's working on something called, was it Black Cobra or Cobra or something like that? Not Cobra, Scorpion,
no, he's
right.
Black Scorpion? Scorpion. Yeah, that's his comic idea that he's working on.
Scorpion's Tail.
Scorpion's Tail. That's right.
Yeah.
I have an idea for my own thing, but it's gonna take forever to write it. If I can't find a writer to work with.
I think there's a lot of artists who became writers who didn't write in the first place. The biggest one I can think of is Mignola. He was having John Byrne do all this stuff for him, and finally John Byrne just told him, "Why you should be writing this."
Well, yeah, he was doing the scripts for him. He was doing the script for the first Hellboy limited series. So yeah, he felt like he needed that extra help, and John Byrne was like, everything you're sending me is great ideas. Do it yourself, damn it."
Yeah, and I almost want to say the same thing to Avery. I mean, I love that medieval. What is it? That medieval character that you were drawing back in the time when I had more time to pay attention.
Oh, go to my Twitter, Andrew. Bring up my Twitter.
Okay.
I'm on my phone. I can't screen share.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
I mean, that character looked awesome.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm kind of trying to work on, but right now I just feel like it's a joke. Me trying to write something all myself.
Yeah, we have Avery and I identified a disconnect a long time ago in the fact that he would rather work from a full script, and I don't write full scripts. I mean, I've literally drawn an entire graphic novel before I sat down and wrote a single word. So it's true.
I know. You can tell.
Oh, damn. All right, so what are we looking for?
It should be my first regular tweet, not my pinned tweet, the next one. Tweet. Okay. Is it the one that says, "Oh shit"? Yes.
Okay. Let me share. Tweet.
I made this on Hero Forge. I can't afford to order it, but I made it on Hero Forge, and it's real damn close.
Oh wow!
I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, I mean, God, man, you I would say just practice your writing. I guess
that looks great.
Practice your plot. I mean, your design is there. It's amazing. It reminds me of like a little bit of Fire and Ice, that Bocce movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I keep thinking of the Horn God from the Black Cauldron.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the design is there. You just have to develop a story around it.
Now, what is this from? Hero Forge? What is that, Avery?
It's for making your own custom miniatures for your role-playing games.
Oh, that is so cool.
And they just have all these different components you can combine. And it does it in real time, puts them where you want it, and then you order it at at a plastic, premium plastic, metal, steel, or bronze.
That's
And
cool.
they have different heights. It's pretty impressive. I mean,
That is cool.
it's like that's pretty damn close, you know.
That's actually very cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you got
they-
that, I think you can even get the 3D file, and you could like mess with it some more.
Do they have templates for furries?
They have animal characters, but nothing that would look like Hero.
Oh, okay.
It's in a style. It's in a different style.
Right.
You would have to start with like a dog person,
Gotcha.
and the big thing that really makes it not work are the ears. Its selection of ears are like the closest thing on there. Because I was going to see if I could make one. The closest thing on there are like bunny ears. So you would have like a dog with a tail, kind of like what you have,
right.
but a dog head with bunny ears. It's not
right.
there.
Yeah.
Because a part of drawing Hero, if drawing a character like that, is your style and being on model. Like if someone did their own thing to Bugs Bunny, well, that's not Bugs Bunny.
Right. Use their.
It's got to be on. It's got to be on model.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Because if it's not, then it's not going to be Hero. It's not going to, it's not going to be Bugs Bunny.
Right. That is cool, though. Can you actually order like a model?
Yes, that's what that's for. I think you can even pay and get the 3D model so you can print it yourself.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Any idea how much it costs?
$60. That one right there was $60.
Do you get a cut of the like if someone else ordered it? Do they pay you like
no? Those are one of a kinds. They don't sell your design. You build it yourself, and
that's actually really cool.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Like I said, Avery, I almost want you to take like a writing class or something, or just come out with like a basic plot and just go around it. You know what I mean? Like Vendrix.
The idea I have is so complicated. It's connecting the dots. It's not easy.
Just try and simplify it, right? Go down to the base core of what you want your story or what you want your person to go through. But I'm like I said, your art's there. It's just the story, right? You just have to think of the story or the plotting or the pacing of what you want to do. And like I said, I almost think you should just do it. Just be a Mike Manola and just do it.
Actually, he could probably do like a pinup story where each page was just a piece of art, not actually a story. But I mean, that ends up taking time.
Plus the story I have an idea for, and I've actually drawn the first page. I don't think it'll fit in 48 pages.
Okay. It
might have to take 2 48 pages, but then am I being a jerk?
No, you're not. No. Just come out with the first 48 as long as it's a story that someone can read and understand.
But
I think people are going to be fine.
Because it would definitely be like, hey, this is part 1, then part 2. I might be able to make it work in 160 page.
I would say just do the 45 and cut it, like you said, part 1 or part 1, book 1 done. Hopefully you get funded for part 2, but at least get part 1.
Oh, there's no chance of even getting funded.
You don't think so?
No, I have 86, 87 subscribers. There's no way.
Well,
if you can't get funded on your own, the odds of someone else bigger than you liking your project enough to put themselves out to help you are slim. And I don't blame it for being that way, because if something goes wrong, they get people coming to them for it.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah. That's one of the problems with the crowdfunding model is if you have to reach out for help, the person reaching out for help often gets the blame if something goes wrong on your end, you know?
Yeah, the person who gave the help.
Right. And they're very like, I mean, Ethan has already said he's becoming very selective instead of just backing instead of trying to promote just anybody, you know? And I understand that. I mean, it sucks, but it's how the world works sometimes, especially when people are coming after him for stuff that other people do that have absolutely nothing to do with him, you know?
Oh, for sure. But I mean, I would say the last couple of weeks, or maybe even last couple of months, I haven't been paying that because of my stroke. I haven't been paying that much attention. It just feels
you have a good excuse. You have a good excuse, D.
Dude, what's the stuff that's going on right now?
It just feels negative.
You wouldn't even be able to make heads or tails of it, dude. It's totally nuts. I'm just going to retweet stuff I like and just ignore everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say that's one of the reasons I love your channel. I would say that the general vibe of all the people that come to your channel and everybody else is positive, I guess.
Hey, Night Hawkware, how's it going?
You guys definitely aren't drama queens. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Like I want to do a show on my channel that's a real shit show, but I wanted it to be about just internet stuff you see that's just awful and cringy.
Oh, you should.
Not about stuff not about CG stuff. I just want it to be like a real internet shit show.
Well, there's a lot of stuff out there right now, you know.
I know. That's like when I watch Winger's show. That's what Winger does, man. It's an internet shit show about crazy stuff they find on the internet.
Hey, Humphrey Bear, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going?
Kodiak, get your butt in here, man.
Kodiak.
Actually, you know, it'd be really funny if I told everybody that he's been sitting in the waiting room for like a half hour now, and I just refused to let him in.
Has he?
No.
Oh. I was about to say that'd be a little bit funny.
It would be. It would be. Oh. So what do you think about this weather we got going on here, Avery?
I don't know. I didn't go outside today.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's been getting hotter.
The Atlantic hurricane season began on the 1st, and we're already on our third named storm of the year. Mm-hmm. So if you haven't bought your supplies yet,
I never buy hurricane supplies. I don't have hurricane supplies.
It's just toilet paper.
Yeah.
Get toilet paper. If there's anything I've learned.
Well, we have a bunch of food products that we bought as like coronavirus supplies, and cereal and pasta and so forth. So technically, we've got our hurricane supplies already put aside. So
if I think it's going to hit Jacksonville, I'm just going to leave.
Well, that's true too. You have that.
Where would you go to?
He's got family in other states, so
yeah.
My problem is all my family, my mother, my father, my sister, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law, like 3 out of my 4 aunts, they all live here in Jacksonville. So to escape a storm, I have to go stay with Avery's mom.
Yeah,
that's the only option I have.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to my mom's.
Yeah.
I'm gonna load up the guns, snatch the hard drive out of my computer, and leave.
Yeah, well, actually, I don't think I would evacuate unless it's like a category 5 coming directly at us. We can weather anything.
A 3 and below, and like that last time we got that glancing blow from a 3.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad. I stayed in town for that.
Yeah, I think most everybody who lost power for like an hour, and that was it. It was a very, very mild storm.
Oh, I lost power for most of the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you're the exception to my story.
No, there were some parts of town that had like a lot longer than that. Days, maybe a couple weeks.
Do you guys live close enough to the beach where you guys would get flooding? Like, I'm not sure how.
We live closer to rivers than we do the beach.
Yeah. My neighborhood's what they call a no flood zone.
Yeah, he doesn't have water nearby him. Technically, we are in a flood zone in our current apartment because there's this like little creek that's right down the street, which is stupid. If that thing floods, I'm not going anywhere, you know. But we're technically in a flood zone because of that creek. So, yeah, we ain't going nowhere. Please, we're Floridians. We know how to do this crap.
Yeah, unless it's gonna be like a category 4 or 5,
which hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah, true. We don't worry too much here.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I have a lot of family members from New England that have recently moved down here within the last couple of years. They totally freaked during that last storm. They were like, "Oh, we got to go here." And it's like, "What are you? We got to board up their windows." And we're like, "What are you talking about, you crazy people?" Because they didn't know what hurricanes were like. And oh well, maybe one of these days they'll learn. But it's funny making fun of the Northerners around here.
Yeah, I live in California, and the big things are like earthquakes. So I mean, you feel them coming, and it's almost like, not that big of a deal. But a lot of people, you can tell the people who aren't used to it, they just freak out.
Sure, I would. I'd be like, the Earth moved. I gotta go.
Yeah, Avery's one of those tall guys, so he's like, "Oh shit," you know. Earth moving under your feet probably scare the crap out of you. We'll see if you're like me and more closer to the ground, it doesn't bother you as much.
Yeah, the Earth shouldn't move.
Actually, I've never been in an earthquake. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like 99.9% of all earthquakes are just like mid to low. It's really rare to get something big enough where it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely rare.
Don't you guys have like rolling blackouts in California? And is that a thing still, or?
That was like a few years ago when we had our like energy crisis, but like right now, no. That was about maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think having
but California is the shit show. Just I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing we worry about more after hurricanes is loss of power than it is the hurricanes itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because the hurricane can whip through here in 5 or 6 hours, but having no power, that could last weeks and weeks. So.
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes the tornadoes afterwards do more damage.
You know, I've never seen or been near or experienced a tornado before. So
I've been near them.
Yeah. Haven't
been in one. I've been near them, close enough where you could see them.
Really?
That shit is terrifying.
Really?
That is the finger of God reaching down from heaven to fuck your shit up.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be around.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, just seeing it is a horror show.
All right, I'm reading what Arthur said. His soul feels drained, and I can barely even draw these. You see, you need to come on the show, and we will encourage you to draw, man. But he says he's having internet issues, so I'll leave it at that. Trust me, I understand internet issues.
All right.
Hey, did I tell you guys that we decided not to move?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, that's literally the end of the story. We decided not to move. I swear to God, I stood up one day and I was talking to my wife. She's sitting in the chair in the living room and I'm standing there and I'm like, my whole body just started to ache with the thought of having to pack all this crap up and move again. I don't want to do it.
That would be like the third time in what, like 2 or 3 years?
We've been here a year. We were at the old place for almost 3 years. Well, see what happened. This is the crazy story is that we were living in an apartment complex and we were happy. Everything was going good. Well, we downgraded to a smaller apartment, and like a month after we moved in is when the grandmother needed somebody to move in with her. So we ended up moving 2 times in like a month and a half.
Yeah,
literally packing up everything and moving again, and all that. That almost killed me. It wasn't the extra money for having to break the lease that killed me. It was the moving all over again that almost killed me. But Yeah, my wife says I don't take help from young people. I like to do it all myself. Don't touch my stuff.
I was gonna say you have like a son and a borderline son-in-law that can help you out, right?
Yeah, well, they
You
sometimes
should be
they,
just
sometimes they have jobs and they have to work, and I don't want to bug them. I do it myself. I know.
well.
I know.
That's what your
Stupid.
children are there for, to abuse, right?
Yeah, that's
Use
what I've
and
been.
abuse.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told. I don't always follow through on that, even though I've threatened it sometimes. So, oh well.
Make them do it.
Well, when my daughter moved the last time, I helped her pack up one big thing, and they moved it themselves. So she was like, "Dad, you're getting old, so we're going to do this for you." And I'm like, "Oh, damn." Oh well. There's a part of me that likes moving because my dad was in the Navy, and we moved like every 2 years. So I went to, I think it was like 15 schools in my entire 12 years in school. Went to 15 different schools because we moved so often. It's not unusual, and gives you an opportunity to reinvent yourself every time you move. And never have any friends. Yeah, no long-term friends except for like Avery. Avery's it. Avery and Todd. That's it.
Would you just grab them, never let go?
Hey, Kodiak, what's up, man?
Pretty much.
Kodiak's feeling drained. The internet's draining his soul.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah. Stop, Kodiak. Just focus on what you're doing.
That's right.
Head down. Focus on what you're doing, and love what you're doing, and love the principles you came here for. Don't worry about anything else.
And family comes first.
And you put your family first. Absolutely.
That's right. Nighthawk Warrior says, "Hey Andrew, where's the comics?" I do have comics, by the way.
Nighthawk Warrior's right. At some point you just got to produce it, right?
Well, I think he's talking about new comics for the store. I think he likes that segment. I did go by and pick up some new comics, but I always find it funny. I go by my local comic book store, and I barely even look at the new comics on the shelves. Matter of fact, previews came out, and I didn't even pick it up. It's the first time in probably as long as I can remember I haven't picked up previews when it came out. I looked at it and said, I really don't care anymore. It's pretty sad.
I thought Diamonds they're the ones who make previews, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They're still around? I thought they went a little belly up. Or
Nope.
No.
Their comeback is stronger than their
No.
what is it called? What's the slogan? I've got it on a box over here. Their comeback will be stronger than their setback or something.
Yeah. Talking out their stupid asses because they're all, and they did it to themselves. Who cares?
Yep. Well, I was also.
I feel sorry for comic shops that are losing everything for one reason or the other. I really do. But a lot of the people in the industry, I got nothing for them.
All right, so just so you all know, this is a sketch of Hero that I've been working on this evening. It's not finished, and I still got some more to do with it. But I think
He looks older.
This may be the sketch I give away this Friday during the raffle.
That's
He
not
looks
book
older,
one here.
really?
Yeah, he looks taller.
I've moved on from Book One Hero. Book One Hero was a little kid almost.
Yeah,
Book
this is
2 and
older
Book
here.
3
This
is a little
is
Yeah.
this looks like mid-teens Hero.
Yeah, that's right. That's the hero I'm supposed to be drawing now. Book 3.
Oh man, that sucks.
Why does that suck?
I mean, if only you weren't doing something else that's stupid
Whatever.
instead of working on comics.
All right. Guys, if you can't tell, he doesn't like the idea of my store, which I think is crazy because I love my store.
Yeah, but it's stupid.
It may be stupid, but I still love it.
It'd be I would think it's a great thing if he would just, was just a dude with a day job who liked comics. I'd be like, that store's friggin' awesome.
That's exactly what it is.
But you're not a dude with a day job.
I am a dude with a day job who likes comics and has a comic book store.
It's way more than that, man. It's way more than that.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, you want to check out some comics? I know Nighthawk Warrior does, so. Wait a minute. Kodiak said amen to that, Avery. What's he talking about?
Because you don't pay attention. That's why you don't know.
Oh, Nighthawk says that, and where's the Hero Comics at, Andrew? It's in the works. It's in the works. It's coming along great. I actually made some real progress on it recently, and like I said, I've got plans to announce something within the next few months. So more coming very soon. Guys, if you guys aren't nice to me, I have a brand new egg here I can open and share with you. I know
as long as you don't eat it.
Yeah,
like the Keep Show.
All right, so here we go. Here's a new stack of comics. This isn't the one. This is not the stack that I picked up this evening. This is actually one of the stacks that I've been sitting on for a while. So I need to go through it so it gets bagged and boarded and into the store this weekend. So that's what we're doing. We're going to start off with Infinity Wars #1. I'm fairly certain I've had this issue before because this is one of Avery's favorite artists, Mike Deodato Jr.
What a douche.
I know. But still. Here's a good one. This is Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Their Hulk series, Gray. They did a series, it was for Marvel. They did a series of limited series that were based on colors, like Superman, blue, Captain America, white, Daredevil, yellow. Well, this is Hulk, gray.
Yeah, they did some at DC and they did some at Marvel.
Well, they didn't do them like colors at DC, but they did more.
Didn't it? Well, Superman blue.
No, it was Superman for All Seasons was what they did. It was Spider-Man blue.
I've got something that could have swore it says Superman blue on it.
Well, maybe it's possible.
Maybe I'm wrong.
This is actually kind of cool too. I found one of these issues earlier where it was like Witchblade, and no, not Witchblade. It was Ballistic and Wolverine. Well, this is Cyblade and Ghost Rider when Marvel was doing a crossover with Top Cow, and this is the kind of stuff I think Kodiak would love. This 90s goodness. It's a cool looking cover too. We got a Random Action Comics number 899. This is when the focus of the book was actually on Lex Luthor, believe it or not. And this is part, you got a cover by David Finch, but he didn't do the interior. It was Jesus Marino that did the interior, which still isn't bad. Very nice. We got Age of Apocalypse #1. This is part of the Secret Wars storyline where Marvel brought all their different alternate realities together. And this is one for Age of Apocalypse. And it's got Sandoval on art, who I think is, when it comes to big heroes, big splash pages, he's definitely a 90s type of artist. Look at that. Right up there with them. We got Son of Hulk #1 from the Realm of Kings. I don't know anything about this series. It was just a new #1, so I grabbed it. I actually found a lot of #1s recently to the point where I'm thinking about making a grab bag filled with just #1 issues. Ooh, here's a good one. This is the Punisher Summer Special. When did this come out? What's the date on this one? 92. Got a story by Mike McCone and Mark McKenna, Flint Henry, John Hinkleton. It's a back cover by Chris Sprouse. Got some pinups as well. Let's see the back cover. That's not a bad Chris Sprouse. It's actually pretty good. But got a Bisley cover, so it's kind of cool. The all-new Hawkeye #1, Jeff Lemire, and it's Ramon Perez. Why do I think I think I have more than one copy of this, because I swear we already looked at this issue. But, oh well.
Maybe, yeah, it is for All Seasons. I keep getting them confused.
That's all right. We've got Dead No More, The Clone Conspiracy #1. This is the alternate cover for the series, but this has got, it's a Spider-Man story with incredible, gorgeous art by Jimmy Chung. Fantastic.
Yeah. Nighthawk's calling you out, man.
Why?
Cause man, he's like, you keep saying that, but when is it releasing? In 2030, when he's finally able to get it funded.
2020. It's happening this year. I'm guaranteeing that. We got Green Lantern Emerald Dawn 2, number 1. This is another one. I'm trying to make a bundle set for. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Got Further Adventures of Indiana Jones, issue number 14. Oh, let's see who did the interior art, see if it's good. David Mazzucchelli. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Commandy Challenge number 1. I think I have a couple of copies of this, but once again,
I don't even know if I have number 1. I might have missed number 1. I'm not sure.
Oh, really? Interior art by Keith Giffen. And who else?
I'm not sure if I have that one or not.
Well, I got an extra copy or two, so if you want it. But there you go.
I've kind of given up on all that stuff, man, except for like really old back issues.
Secret Avengers number 1. It's got the Tad Moore cover, but I don't think Tad Moore did not do the interior art, so still. Lake of Fire number 1. This is a story or series that looked really, really cool to me when it first came out. I don't think it lasted.
Hero book 3 in 2020. No, he's not gonna be doing book 3 in 20. He hasn't even been able to do.
I'm working on book 3. I'm working on book 3 too, so it's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Here's an old Legion of Superheroes number 282. Oh, gotta love the smell of these. Paul Levitt, scripter, Jimmy Yates, and Bruce Patterson on artists. I don't know. I don't recognize either of those names. But very cool. It's back in the 60-cent era, so not too bad. ElfQuest number 10. This is from Marvel when they published Wendy and Richard Pinney's ElfQuest series. Very cool. We got issue number 20 of Boom's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I get a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot. I get a couple of people from time to time asking me about Power Rangers stuff. So whenever I see one, I can pick it up, that type of thing. We got a DC Rebirth issue of Batman, issue number 7. Part of the Night of the Monstermen storyline, part 1. Very cool. Oh, here you go, Avery. Creed Utopiate from Trent Kanuga.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. When was this published? 2002. Okay. Wow. Looks like it's watercolored painted. Very cool. This is from Image Comics. So, here's one. Avery, do you have this one? The Phantom Stranger number 2?
I do, but
okay.
I don't know what shape it's in.
This one's a pretty decent copy. This is Mike Mignola.
Yeah.
Some of his early stuff, which is actually really great. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Do you know if he did this whole series? Because I know it was a 4-issue.
No, he didn't. From what I could tell, he did. From what I think I have some other issues, and they're not by him.
Really?
I think he just did that one. I'm not sure.
Well, then this is the best of the bunch, then. We've got X-Men Legacy number 1. This is part of the Marvel Now relaunch, where for some reason, they thought Legion was an important enough character to get a whole series based on. I wonder if that had anything to do with the TV series.
Probably. He's not interesting enough at all.
Not to me, to be honest with you.
No.
We got Jim Starlin's Breed. This is issue number 3 of the first limited series. Trying to put together a bundle set. Oh, this is a good one. This is Claw the Unconquered number 10. This is from 1978 and has art by Keith Giffen and John Solardo. It's got Keith Giffen art. This does not look like Keith Giffen. It looks like Keith Giffen macking on Gil Kane. But this is
everybody starts somewhere.
Oh, I know. But this is in a 35-cent issue, and get high on the smell of some of these things. Oh, I forgot to mention it's a Joe Kubert cover. That's not a very strong Joe Kubert cover, but it's still It's a Joe Kubert cover.
Yeah, still Kubert.
Yep. We got a Team 7 Dead Reckoning #1 with a cover by Michael Golden, which is awesome. But the interior art is by Jason Johnson. I'm not familiar with him at all. Looks very Brett Boothish to me, to be honest with you. We got Batman Prelude to the Wedding #1, Nightwing versus Hush. Oh, I didn't realize this. Who was involved in? It's got what's her name? That evil woman, Tara Bonvillain, on coloring. Yeah, she's just evil. That's not a good issue. We got the Avengers Heroes Reborn issue #1 from George Perez and Kurt Busiek. I just recently sold like a whole set of these in the store. A young lady and her dad came in, and she was a fan of the Avengers, and she asked me like, "What's the best run of Avengers that you have?" And I said, "This one, period." You know, yeah, George Perez.
It was good.
Oh yeah. But I had bought a collection from somebody, and I had like the first 50 issues or so, and they bought like the first 20. And I said, that's the perfect set, perfect era to buy. We got A-Force #1. I like the art.
That and a big chunk of the stuff from the 80s.
Yeah.
Pretty good too.
Well, I didn't have a series worth of that stuff. That I had a whole bunch of issues in order, so that's what they were looking for. So we've got Batman and the Signal #1 from the pages of Metal. Zack Snyder and Cully Hamner on art. Well, at least you got some good Cully Hamner art. And then I got a bunch of issues of Fiona Staple and Brian K. Vaughan Saga. This is issue 51, 35, 49, 50. I think that's it. But I really can't show that. That's bad. It's more of it's very much an adult-oriented book. I shouldn't even put that open. That's bad. I'm going to have to edit that out of the video. Magic Order #6. You know what's so funny about this? I bought this whole entire series, issues 1 through 6, and somehow issue 6, the copy that I bought in the store, made its way to the bathroom. And it became a bathroom comic, which means you flip through it when you're sitting on, doing your thing. But of course, it's in the bathroom when people take a shower and it gets all wrinkled because, humidity, right? So of the entire series, my issue 6 was like screwed up and in the bathroom. And it turns out I just got a new copy of issue #6, which perfect. I love this comic. This was a great series, and I look forward to when they make it available on Netflix, because I think they're going to do an animated series of this. So we'll see. Rat Queens #1. Yeah, no, this is actually the second volume, so it's not the first volume. But yeah, somebody out there might be interested in that. And then I have 2 Supergirl issues. I have the Supergirl Rebirth #1 and the Rebirth Supergirl #1. This was like a one-shot they did before the series restarted. But it's got good art. I like the art in these 2. Very good. And last but not least, in this stack, American Gods #2. This is the adaptation of Neil Gaiman's book by Craig P. Russell and Scott Hampton, which I flipped through the stories, flipped through some of the issues, and I'm just not into reading it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just watch the TV series.
Yeah.
That's got a nice cover. That's a Cabbage cover. Yeah, I think that's a Crazy Uncle Bill cover.
All right.
It's like right up your alley, isn't it, Avery?
Yeah.
All right. No, needless to say, I was just going to wrap this up. Needless to say, these books will be bagged and boarded in the store this weekend. So if anybody wants to come by and buy them, I'll sell them to you for cheap. All right. Thank you guys for being so patient with me and letting me do this. Oh. So what were you going to say, Avery? Sorry.
I remember I was telling you the Zades Comics, they got their book coming out and they got a Bisley cover.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's for their project, The Lost Pages, right? It's on Indiegogo now. Go look it up. They got a Biz cover.
All right, let me go look it up really quick.
Okay, wait. I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done. There's something else that happened that I saw today. Okay. Skits Comics is launching their book, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've got a Kent Williams cover.
Wow. Is it available to see on Indiegogo right now?
they Skits Comics. You find them on Twitter. They've got the mailing list now. They may have one of those preview, those coming soon pages on Indiegogo.
Yep.
They might. But they've got a Kent Williams cover, dude. This is big. But some of these people aren't afraid to do stuff with people that associate with Comicsgate.
That's awesome. So it was Skids Comics?
Skits.
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 SKITS Comics.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's actually comic. Skit Comics.
Yeah. They're on Twitter. Skit Comic. The Sun Book one. So that's Biz and Kent Williams. We don't care. It's a job.
Let me bring this up real quick so we can see this.
Dude, Kent Williams.
Wow. That's actually a really cool looking cover, too.
Yeah, dude. I was blown away, man. And in the Zaid brothers,
Yeah.
they've got Diaz brothers. They've got the Bisley cover.
We've overjoyed to announce Kent Williams and the third cover and third variant story for Skits. Wow. Kind of a little jealous. Love that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, guys, check out Skits Comic on. Go find them on Twitter. Their looks like their campaign's going to be launching on June 4th, which is tomorrow. And oh wow, that's great. Very cool. Very cool. So, what was the Indiegogo one you said?
Has
the
Lost? Oh, the Lost Pages.
Not familiar with that one, so let's find it. Everybody wants to.
That's it right there.
Oh wow! The Lost Pages from Zaid Comics.
Yeah, man. Dude, already 10,000, dude.
That's great.
These are the same guys that did Magic Cop.
Oh, that's awesome.
That one character silhouette from the art I've seen, and that's a character I would be heavily into because that story's in black and white. There we go. See, look at that.
Wow,
that's my jam. Look at that.
Artwork by Maxi Dallo. I'm not familiar with that person, but that is nice. Get the Zipatone and everything.
Yeah, that's cool stuff, man.
Well, you can see brush in here. You can see the Zipatone. You can see, wow. Very nice.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
What exactly is Zipatone?
Shading film. Those dots and mechanical-looking lines. That's Zipatone.
You see a lot of it still in manga comics, Japanese comics.
It's pretty hard to get here.
Yeah. Well, you can fake it with Photoshop. So
yeah. That's if you see it in my work, it's probably Photoshop.
Yeah,
it's always Photoshop.
When we say Zipatone, there were literally printed sheets that just have nothing but dots and all, and artists would cut it out and place it on top of the art to add the dots to the art. Nowadays, you just drop it in Photoshop. I mean,
yeah. Another way they used to do it was duotone board, where it was in the paper, and you would draw what you wanted to use. Then you used a light activator or a dark activator and brushed it on. That stuff's real hard to find. If you find the paper, good luck finding the activator.
Right. Very cool. I'm going to go back to that Simon Bisley cover because that was awesome.
Yeah. I think this project looks great. The Lost Pages and Skits. I think they both look fantastic. They look cool.
All right. So if you get an opportunity, check them out. Go support them.
Absolutely.
Skits Comics launches tomorrow on the 4th, and the Lost Pages is up right now. It's got 25 days left, and it's already 3 times its original offering. So it's gold. So that's fantastic.
And go back to Legends of Frostra.
Oh, let's go check that one out too. That one you said is in demand, right?
Yeah, they're in demand. He got funded. If you get the package with the visual companion, I have some work in there.
Fostra. Let's see if I'm spelling that right.
Fostra.
Nope. Frost.
Fost. Not Frost. Fost.
F-O-S-T.
Yes.
All right, let's just do this. Up
There.
There it goes. Oh, it's got the funky little asterisk over the O. Would never have found that. Cool. They did make it. They're in demand now.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
What's the tier with your art in it? Avery?
It's you've got to it's got to have the visual companion included in it. Just read it, because there's some of my illustrations there.
Yep. This, you can see there's 3 of them, right? Or 6 of them.
Yep.
I can't count. There's 5 of them right there. Those are all Avery illustrations. You can't click on these to make them bigger, but
Yeah, there's the color one I did right there, and the one below it on the right.
I'm gonna have to
There's-
rewatch
right
this
there.
so I
There you
can
go.
find this project.
actually, what I'll do is I will copy and put it in the comments so you know where to find it.
Yes,
You.
please.
Your boy.
It's right, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the other 2 and post those in the comments as well, because that's what really good YouTubers do, is they share in the comments the projects that they're promoting and showing off,
Just go with 7.5, Kodiak.
and then the Twitter handle for Skits Comics. Fantastic. Look at that. Look how professional that was.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Kodiak says, read my question, Andrew XP. What was your question? Let me go back.
The XP is a face.
Oh, okay.
They're squinting real hard with their tongue stuck out.
He says, question, how many heads tall is a normal 6'2" person in the comic book? And what did you say? 7?
He said, is it 7 or 7.5? Well, if you're drawing an average person around 7, go 7.5.
You know, I have never, ever used the head thing before.
I only ever used it in the very beginning stages of learning to draw. Then you just sort of
Get it and go
you
on.
can feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it. If you're drawing a 5'3" person standing next to a 6'2" person, you know they only come up to about their mid chest. So
Yeah.
if you're drawing Kitty next to Colossus, she's about at the bottom of his pectorials. You know.
Well, very good. We had a lot of cool things here that we were showing off. Or you guys definitely go check these things out. Check out Skits Comics Skits Comic on Twitter, and check out the 2 Indiegogo campaigns. You got Legends of Frostra, which is currently in demand, and then the Lost Pages, which just launched, but it's doing fantastic. So, yeah, go
And there's
check
plenty of more campaigns. If you don't follow me on Twitter and you're watching this later, follow me on Twitter, illustration762. I retweet a lot of people's campaigns. That's most of my Twitter feed. I'm not on there fighting with people. I'm mostly just retweeting campaigns.
Very good. Very good. Nighthawk says, Andrew, where's Cyberfrog in Hero issue number 3? Actually, he's in issue number 1. Cyberfrog, before he becomes Cyberfrog, makes an appearance in Hero book 1.
Oh, the frog. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
There is a frog in Hero.
There is a frog.
And then there's Amazon frogs in Hero book 2.
Oh, those are alt-right Pepes chasing poor hero.
They are alt-right Pepe.
All those alt-right Pepes.
Yep.
Militant, angry Pepes.
And I don't think I have a frog in issue 3, at least not yet. I still got plenty of time. I got more than half a book to do. So
I gotta tell you, man, coloring those frogs, that's kind of like, oh god, how do I color this one to make him not look exactly like the one next to him? Oh god, right next to, and he's bleeding kind of into the next one with no definite line. Stupid frog.
Stupid frogs. Damn
Although
it,
some of your backgrounds were real good.
Why? Thank you.
There and you were. There's some things in there where you were starting to branch out a little bit.
You need to be careful. You give me too many comments, and you're going to lose your cred.
Well, it's the fact that you always make me regret it.
You know what? I'm not gonna make you regret it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show now. I'm gonna end it on a high note. Avery was giving me a compliment. Look at those guns. I'm just kidding. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming in and saying hi. Appreciate everybody out there. Kodiak, Nighthawk Warrior. You guys are great. Who else did I miss? I know what's his name was in here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still around, but Humphrey Bear was in here and so forth.
Oh yeah, Nighthawk wanted you to show the frog in which book? In Hero?
Oh,
which one?
It would take forever to bring up because I've got everything on the Dropbox now. So,
oh yeah,
Nighthawk, I promise I'll get it. I'll have it ready to show you next time. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining. We'll catch y'all next time.
Later, guys.
Oh, Friday. Join us Friday.
Bye.
Bye.